friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead. I didn't grow any cucumbers or zucchini this year, but I did grow tomatoes and I got lots of green ones. So let's make relish. So what you're going to need for vegetables is green and red peppers, a bunch of green tomatoes, and onions. So I'm going to get chopping on these and then we'll get our stuff together. I'm going to start chopping up my onions and veggies. Okay, I want 2 cups of onions. And one thing I love about my Vidalia Chop Wizard is it has a measuring scale on the side. And there's my 2 cups of onions. Well, you know what? I'm going to make a triple recipe. So one thing about green tomatoes too is they're really, really firm. And 6 cups of diced green tomatoes. Now you can use green peppers if you want, but I like color in my relish. And I got a great big bag of these orange and green peppers for like $5. I think I got a 5-pound bag. So, okay, when I'm done chopping all these vegetables, we will be back. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle 3 or 4 quarter cup of salt, coarse salt or coarse pickling salt on my vegetables, and I'm just going to stir this in, and I'm going to put this in the fridge for a minimum of 4 hours. Why? This will probably actually go overnight because we want to get a lot of the excess water out of our vegetables. Isn't that pretty? All those colors. Because we don't want runny relish. So what this does is the salt pulls a lot of the water out, and I will rinse it and we will get on with our canning. Okay, we're back. And if you look at all the juice, the water that got pulled out by the salt. Now we're going to strain it and we're going to rinse out. Oh, it already smells like relish. We haven't even put the sugar and vinegar and seasonings in it yet. Okay, so now what you're going to need, our vegetables have been drained and thoroughly rinsed. You're going to need 3 cups of sugar, 2 cups of cider vinegar, 4 teaspoons of celery seed, a 1.5 teaspoons of mustard powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. And we're just going to put our vinegar and our sugar and spices in this pot, and we're going to bring these up to a boil. My lids have been washed, rinsed, and are soaking in just hot tap water. There's my rings. And because it's just such a small amount, I'm just boiling my 1/2 pint jars. Okay. Now, our sugar and vinegar and spices are simmering. And we are just going to dump all our relish veggies in there. And when it comes to a boil, or starts to bubble, we're going to turn it down and just let it simmer for 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, our relish is nice and ready. I'm going to turn it off. Now I have 6 half-pint jars here. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but whatever I don't use or whatever I don't bottle is going to go in the fridge. We're just going to fill it up to the bottom of the funnel. Always, always wipe your rims, and if you spill a little bit, wipe the threads as well. Clean lid. Oops, finger, ouch. Tip tight, and into the canner this goes. We'll be back when all these are in the canner. Okay, I got 6 half pints and 1 pint and 1 pint, which I'm going to process after this is done because, well, my canner's full. Now all I've got going for a canner is a regular stock pot with a wire rack in the bottom, and I always put a shot of white vinegar in the water to help the jars from clouding. So we're just going to put a lid on this. And as soon as it comes back up to a boil, we're going to process this for just 10 minutes. Okay, our timer has gone off, and out these come. Now, I found this just a little bit on the watery side, folks. So I'm going to amend the recipe. I love that pinging sound. Now, when you put these in the water bath canner, folks, make sure that the water rises 1 to 2 inches above the jars. This is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, if you don't have cucumbers and you don't have zucchini, but you got green tomatoes, you can still make relish. And as all my recipes, the printable version will be available in the recipe box of ourhalfacrehomestead.com 24 to 36 hours after the video airs. Take care, God bless.